my daughter's this, my daughter's that. But ain't nobody questioning her behavior. Ain't nobody asking her, well, sis, what did you do to contribute to your daughter disliking you? What did you contribute to your daughter having mental issues, PTSD? Did you abuse your daughter? Did you try to destroy your daughter? Let's talk about that. Why does your daughter have mental issues? What is your contribution to making her the way that she is? She'll never talk about that because she lacks accountability. This is why she's a narcissist, a sociopath. But see, when you flip the script and you put the focus, let's put the spotlight on her behavior. Have you gone to therapy? Have you been evaluated? What is your diagnosis, toxic mommy? Are you bipolar mommy? Are you a narcissist mommy? Are you a sociopath mommy? Let's discuss your behavioral patterns, mommy.
Hello, welcome to Reactions and Reviews. I'm your humble host, Eze. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show.
What up, my YouTube family? Yo, we did it. We crossed that 30K subs yesterday morning, and it's only possible because of you guys. So I want to take just a few seconds to say thank you, to say I appreciate your help, and for all you guys that's been supporting this channel financially with your super thanks, with your Cash App donations and blessings. Man, God bless you all. Thank you so much. I gave myself the entire 2023 to hit 30K subs, but you guys pushed me to hit it in June. That's half of the year. I mean, wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you all. Let's get to it.
An active mother and an active father got two different definitions. Active mother, trenches, day in, day out, 24/7. Active mother, PTA meetings, soccer practice, football practice, reading, teaching, homework. Active mother, cook, clean, rear. Active mother. Active father, he come over on weekends. Active father, he buy a gift or two. Active father, he FaceTimes every once in a while. Different definitions, different standards. Just because you an active father don't mean you pulling your mother weight. You active enough to take pictures, but are you 24/7? Do you know his teacher's name? Do you know what his grade point average is? You know what size shoe your kid wear? You know what prescription his glasses is? When is his next doctor appointment? What calling yourself a active parent, active father just because you post pictures on social media once or twice a month? Just because you're not in the household don't mean your influence isn't felt on a daily basis inside the household.
See, it be fuck niggas like this and Derek Jackson that's destroying women's mentality because they hype and lie to women to believe they don't have to offer no man anything. This is what this clown is not telling women. There are roles. There's a thing called gender roles. What men supposed to do and what women supposed to do. This idiot has reduced the importance of a man, a husband, and a father to just men taking pictures on the weekend.
I hate to break it to you, sir, but there are a number of women who are claiming to be active mothers and don't know half the things on the list that you were saying because they are so worried about themselves. They so worried about what their ex is doing. They so worried about what the new man is doing that they are not even paying attention to the children who live in the same household with them. Can we talk about that? Y'all want to talk about that?
If you made it this far, hit that like button and leave a comment to trigger YouTube's algorithm. I'm a new channel and I'm trying to grow. So hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to let you know every time I upload a new video.
They're running behind this new man because hopefully this will be her chance to actually have a relationship or have somebody because she done ran everybody else away, aka the baby daddies. That she don't know what's going on. She not sitting down for homework. She not sitting down for parent-teacher meeting. The teacher don't know her name. The people at the school talking about her. Can we be honest? Can we be honest? Or y'all don't want to be honest? Y'all want to sugarcoat and act like every mother is exemplary and every father is absent or inactive or sometime dad.
Yeah, what you talking about yourself, bro?
Right.
And you don't give a.
It's not my fault.
I don't care.
You're not going to fault me for that. That's like the magic bullet. I'm not biting
You
the magic
are
bullet.
the only parent in the house,
I'm
bro.
soulbound. I'm not
You
biting the
only
magic
parent in
bullet.
the house. That's why I gotta do this.
My brother was murdered. And you're not going to tell me that I was robbed at gunpoint.
Why? Why are you talking about yourself, bro?
Because you think you're being selfish right now.
How?
Because you're screaming at me. You should respect me.
How do you deal with handle a narcissistic parent?
My mother's a narcissist. I cut her out of my life 9 years ago now. She created a lot of pain and a lot of toxicity in my life. You know, I was damned if I did, I was damned if I don't. It was constant second guessing myself. If I was happy, that was wrong. If I was sad, that was wrong. If I would put on weight, I'm too fat. If I'd lost weight, I'm too thin. To the point where I didn't know who I was as a child.
It's true. There are men who do not like their kids. There are men who don't want to spend time with their kids. There are men who don't want to pay for their kids. There are men who don't want to see their kids. I represented all these men.
Can you give me a percentage if you're talking generally speaking from your experience?
Let me finish for a second, because this is very important. Because you want to talk about, all these men not doing stuff. But it's interesting that you don't talk about the other side. Now, maybe you don't know it. Let me finish.
I said that on the front end, that my buddies took full custody of their kids.
And what did you say? You said that the women, they didn't use drugs.
They didn't use drugs
like that. So you're not talking about it.
That doesn't mean they were the most competent mothers either.
If you could let me finish, maybe you could hear. You're talking about these two gentlemen that won custody of their kids with no attorneys, and the mother weren't on drugs or anything. That's what you said. Let me tell you something about the other side, which you don't want to talk about. There are some shitty moms.
This may be uncomfortable for some, but nonetheless very truthful and honest in the lives of little girls who experience toxicity from mothers who only gave what they thought was right. And time after time, I found that these mothers experienced traumatic episodes which were silenced in their youth, and with a cycle of toxic parenting, thus the way these mothers showed up to these little girls. The backhanded comments, the negative responses, the constant ridicule dressed up in their honesty, the anger, the resentment, the I put a roof over your head, clothed and fed you type of mamas. These mothers were not emotionally available, picking up and picking at their own wounds, fighting for their lives and maintaining the best way that they knew how. But little girls who knew nothing about their past grew up feeling lonely, unloved, and isolated, leaving them to learn nothing from unavailable women who could not understand their own faults.
And I know that because I've represented them.
Of course.
There are moms that have physically abused their kids. There are moms that are abandon their kids. There are moms that neglect their kids. Yes. And so if you have shitty fathers, then guess what you also have? Since fathers are humans, guess what mothers are? Mothers are humans too. So you have shitty moms. So if you have shitty moms and you have shitty fathers, why is it that 90% of the women have primary custody when the moms are shitty too?
This is a message for the daughters who feel like their mothers don't like them, for the women who feel like their mothers don't accept them, for the grown little girls who are still trying to get their mother's validation and approval. How your mother feels about you has nothing to do with you. And it has everything to do with her own unresolved pain and trauma that she's still carrying in her life, and that she carried in her womb when she was also carrying you.
This is what you need to analyze when you're looking at your numbers. Guys, if you don't really practice in the space, you just look at the numbers, you have no idea what you're looking at. You're like, why is it if men and women can be equally good or equally bad, you would think that the numbers would be more 50-50, wouldn't you? Obviously there are shitty moms, but why is it that 90% of the moms get primary custody?
And this is also why you have a lot of women, majority of women in America, when it comes to Father's Day, single mothers celebrate Father's Day like they are a father as well, because they're doing what they're supposed to do as a mother.
You active enough to take pictures, but are you 24/7? Do you know his teacher's name? Do you know what his grade point average is?
There are dads that go pick up their children on the weekends or on whatever, and are spending more time and are more involved with their children and their children's lives than the mothers that the children live with. How about we talk about the fact that most of the time the reason why he can only even see them on the weekends is because she set it up like that, because keeping them is financially better for her betterment. keeping them for when things go haywire or when tax time come around is better for her benefit, but it's not because it's better for the children. Truth be told.
But it is so hard healing from toxic ass mothers. Okay, I'm gonna just say it like that right now. I'm not talking to my mother. I blocked her, and unfriended her on everything, because my whole thing is like, if you don't see an issue with your life, but you see an issue in everybody else's life, there's a problem. There's no way that you can sit there and continuously find problems and issues wrong with other people and never look yourself in the mirror to see that you have problems and you have issues yourself, okay? Now, I don't know if it's like this for anybody else. My mother's a pastor, so it's just double extra, okay? And I just cannot seem to understand or put my finger on how God is so able to tell you every single message about everybody else and what everybody else needs to do for their life, but you continuously miss the messages about you and how you need to heal and how our whole family needs to heal.
There has been study after study that has let us know that a woman who raises a child on her own without the father in their lives, it affects the children negatively. A father who raises the children by himself is the same as if a child was raised in a 2-parent household. So what does that say? That says that a man is able to grow children from both roles and a woman cannot.
Now, what do you guys think? Do you agree or do you disagree? Either way, leave your comments below so we can start this conversation. Until the next video, stay safe in the streets. Later. That will wrap it up for today's episode. And thank you for joining me. So please, leave a comment below. If you agree, if you disagree, it doesn't matter. Leave the comment below. And also, you tell me what you want me to cover. You tell me what you want me to discuss and what you want me to react to. Okay? And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you on the next episode. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let's rebuild the Black nuclear family. It is needed. Okay? God bless.